Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
On the move, it's McClure. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Riley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Zings it complete to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Touchdown, Green Wave. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Unloads it left. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
Excellent.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalty strikes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Nelson. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Going up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got some room in
Get the ball.
Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
This offense has a second down play. Using his legs, it's McClure. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college.
Touchdown, Green Wave! What a grab and go for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Yes, get in.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Give to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. first down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Nelson. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And the Broncos will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, there's the ball.
Defense
coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On second down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end.
And
it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Broncos. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an enforced.
Going over the top. Nice hand to the right sideline, and he has it for a huge gain.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Coming after it. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. The run from the shotgun. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He'll set up to throw. Buying some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Touchdown, Boise State. Number 7.
Ready to try the point after.
The kicker followed for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
Boise State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse,
slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
On the run, it's McClure. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
and that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. It's complete. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up?
He is smashing people. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection.
Fumble. That's good.
Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away.
Number 91, set to
And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The Broncos get it past the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
691, Gators far. Dino. Squirrel.
To the air, it's Nelson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Not a foul.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Line gets set, first down.
Cut. Belly stunner.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot. Nice job.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the end zone. He caught him. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense.
Touchdown, Tulane! And the route is on. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
Spins away. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, beating the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, Boise State, 14.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He's got the back of the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch at the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll be brought down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the running game. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Just ran him over. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next.
He unleashes a
Oh,
long one.
I'm just throwing the ball,
And
man.
it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological
Definitely.
warfare, right? There's some I'm going to get in your head. There's some I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the offense. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on down. Sometimes just punt the ball. Now this offense set up for the first and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And he added the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Going for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive.
Oh, ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On the ready.
A third and long coming up here.
Jackrabbit.
From the gun, wants to pass. Avoids pressure. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. Running through contact. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Riley. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
In the end zone.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the catch in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they got that going for them. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And there he goes. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Excellent field position here for the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going for it all. Ball in the air, intercepted. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Plenty of fireworks